Hi everyone, my name is Laura Sloan. Today I'm going to be arguing why the United States should not help the Ukraine militarily. There are a few reasons for this. According to the Stimson Center, the most obvious and immediate risk of the arms buildup in Ukraine is provoking an escalatory spiral with Russia, who has suggested that international military support to Ukraine is participating in the conflict. Though limited, there remains a serious risk that an accident or miscalculation could bring Russia into direct conflict with one of NATO's Eastern European members, triggering treaty obligations that could easily spark a wider confrontation. The risk to the expansion of the conflict beyond Ukraine's border remains present. President Putin has taken to frequently rattling Moscow's nuclear saber, implying that some degree of nuclear risk is in the West's support for Ukraine. The United States has insisted that they've seen no changes to the operating status of Russia's strategic forces, but nuclear weapons remain part of their military, and in the event that Russia felt that they were vulnerable, the use of unconventional weapons could not be counted out. According to Cato's Institute, the U.S. has made a habit of promiscuously meddling around the world, and the results have rarely been pretty. One of the main reasons we should stop supporting them is Ukraine isn't important to us geopolitically. It's obviously important to those who live there as well as those with family and friends there, but the ill humanitarian consequences of the ongoing conflict should be of concern to the people of goodwill anywhere. But Ukraine is largely irrelevant to American security. Americans were sympathetic to Ukrainians during the Cold War, given the communist regime's bloody depredations, but no one considered a campaign of military liberation. Moral offense does not equal existential threat. With the end of the Cold War, Ukraine is even less relevant to America's defense. Russia poses no international challenge like the Soviet Union, and there's no hegemonic global competition with the U.S. Moscow's relationship to Kiev is vital to Ukraine, not to Washington. The second reason is Russia matters more than Ukraine to America. If Russia really wanted to be America's number one enemy, as claimed by Mitt Romney, then Russia would have directly challenged America, and it has still not. However, Moscow can cause significant trouble for Washington in a number of areas, and treating Russia as an enemy risks turning them into one. Russia is pursuing a closer relationship with China. Should that evolve into anti-American access, despite serious differences, it could cause more harm. The third reason is Washington never guaranteed Ukraine's security. Never mind whether it is in America's interest to go to war over Ukraine, some Kiev advocates. Washington committed itself to do so 2 decades ago through the 1994 Budapest Memorandum on Security Assurances after Ukraine relinquished their nuclear weapons left by the dissolution of the Soviet Union. The U.S. must enforce the agreement, presumably by nuclear war if necessary. Washington joined Britain and Russia in making a series of commitments regarding Ukraine, but none of them involved going to war. The 3 signatories lauded Ukraine for signing the Nuclear Proliferation Treaty and committed themselves to respect Ukraine's sovereignty and borders, refrain from threatening Ukraine with military force or economic coercion, go to the UN on Kiev's behalf if the latter faced aggression in which nuclear weapons are used, refrain from using nukes against non-nuclear states, and consult in the event of a situation raises a question concerning these commitments. In short, Washington offered Ukraine no meaningful commitment to do anything practical to help Kiev in any circumstance. So as you can see, those are just a few reasons why we should not support Ukraine militarily anymore. Thank you.